My name is Lizzie Kovacs, and this is my guest.
Rob Shear.
Okay. Okay. How did you come up with the idea of comfort cases?
So in 2013, it was the fall of 2013, and my kids were doing what we normally do, which is preparing for a toy drive. And we had been doing a toy drive for many years since the kids arrived in our home. And I just felt like, as a father, what was I truly teaching my kids? That if you go and buy a needy kid a toy, that that makes it all good for you for the year, but were you really making a difference within your community? And for us, we knew that our community was part of the foster care system because I grew up in foster care. I was a homeless kid when I was 18, and literally lived on the streets in Northern Virginia, and went to high school my senior year. And then who would have ever thought that I would adopt 10 years ago 4 amazing kids who arrived in my home carrying trash bags. And I just was like, this is crazy, and it weighed heavy on my heart. And so 5 years ago, we decided to put some cases together, and we wanted to make sure that kids in the local foster care system didn't have to carry trash bags. And little did I know that 5 years ago, just what I thought was something teaching my kids, that we ended up becoming a national charity. So we are all over the United States. We receive donations from every single state, and we have received donations from every continent except for Antarctica. I don't know what's up with the penguins. But it's basically giving hope and dignity to youth that are entering the foster care system. So what we don't realize is the fact that we have 438,000 kids in foster care. This year alone, we'll have 270,000 of them enter the system. And the fact that these kids enter the system and we give them a trash bag, we wonder why our statistics are so bad when it comes to education with them, or when it comes to, you look at the kids that are in the system right now, where you got 30,000 of them age out this year, and 70% of them will be homeless within 2 years. This is all of our problems. And, my generation, we failed the foster care system. Your generation has an opportunity to make it right for us.
Okay. What's your favorite part of comfort cases?
Oh, gosh, my favorite part of comfort cases. So my favorite part of comfort cases will have to be that I get to travel all over the country, and I get to meet kids that are in the system and let them know that they matter, See, at the end of the day, that's what each and every one of us want. It's like, why we have the cases, to give this to children, to let them know they matter. My goal is that this year, that for the 270,000 kids that enter the system, they will actually get a comfort case and not even have an opportunity to give a trash bag.
Yeah. People work for your organization through any kind of group, like Girl Scouts or like that?
Yes, what a great question, by the way. The fact is that our charity is a 95% volunteer-ran charity. So basically what we have is we have 4.5 employees. So just the thought of being able to pack 50,000 cases, ship 50,000 cases, do the inventory, do everything, who else is better than that, than the groups that come in? So we have Girl Scout groups and Boy Scout groups. We have church groups. We have schools that come in and help. We have hours of operations 7 days a week, and even evening hours. And we have people every single day. I just left the center to come over here to meet you, Lizzie, and I would say there was probably 30 people at the center that were just packing cases and doing the stuff that needs to be done on a daily basis. And by the way, these are volunteers.
How do you choose who gets the comfort cases?
So actually, we don't choose who gets the cases. Children come into the foster care system for many reasons. But number one, they don't come in because of choices they made. It's because of choices other people made. So what happens is Child and Family Services throughout the country will contact us, and we ship them cases. We never ask them for money. We never ask them for donations. What we ask them to do is to please make sure that a child in the system never carries a trash bag again.
Sponsors, but is there any like groups that you partner with, that you work with?
So, there's one group that it's called One Simple Wish, and they are in New Jersey, and they are amazing, amazing organization that actually gives wishes to foster children. And so, so what they do is we put a card in the comfort case, and in the case, there's a website they can go to, and they can get a wish granted. And by the way, these kids are not asking for trips to Hawaii. These kids are asking for birthday parties. They're asking for a brand new pair of tennis shoes. They're asking for things that we should be giving them anyway. See, that's the whole part about the case. Giving the hope and the dignity, giving them a brand new pair of pajamas with a tag on it. We give every child a toothbrush, a bar of soap, shampoo, lotion, conditioner. We give every single kid a book because I truly believe education is what separates each and every one of us. We must get kids to love to read. And by the way, there's no such thing as a used book. It's only a book that's been loved. As an author, we write books for two reasons. Number one, we want you to love them in your mind. Number two, we want you to love them in your heart. But after you love them, pass them on. Don't sit them on a bookshelf to collect dust.
Yeah.
You're not doing any justice for the book. Pass it on. And the other thing we do is we give each child an activity. Kids who are under the age of 10, we actually give them a coloring book and crayons. And kids who are over the age of 10, we give them a journal and pen and pencil set. Last year I was the CNN hero, and when I was filming my CNN hero bit, there was a 13-year-old boy who got a case. And he opened up his case and he pulled out his journal and started crying. And the producer said, "Why are you crying?" And he said, "I've been in so many homes. I've been in the system for so many years." He said, "All this time I've had all this music up here in my mind, and I've never owned a journal to write it down in. And now I can write my music down."
That's so cool.
The fact that this kid could literally be our next Beethoven, all because of community. And by the way, your community, it's not your zip code. It's our human race. And because the community cared enough to give this boy something that he truly deserved, could change his life forever. And then the last thing that we do is we put a blanket in every case. And by the way, we don't put a blanket because we don't believe any kid in the system is cold. My son Grayson, who, by the way, he was 6 years old when we started the charity, he said, "Daddy, we have to put a blanket in the case." And I said, "A blanket?" I said, "These kids aren't cold." And he said, "No, Daddy." He said, "Every time they wrap themselves up in their blankie, they know we love them."
Aww.
See, Lizzie, at the end of the day, that's what we want.
Yeah.
We all want to be loved.
Is there any additional things you want to know?
I will say the following three things that I say to my kids almost on a daily basis. Number one, use your listening ears. You never know who is next to you that has a story that can impact your life. Number two, always use your kind words. We have proven in our history books time and time again that hateful words have never changed anything. But the most important thing that each and every person needs to do on a daily basis is lead by example. Lead by example. We're doers. We're doers, especially here in Poolesville. I mean, we are true doers, and doers do. And doers are the reason the whole world goes around. So, Lizzie, thank you. Thank you for this amazing opportunity. Thank you, Poolesville Middle School. I absolutely love you. Get your parents to visit comfortcases.org. And once again, thank you so much.